Hey everyone, Bernard here with our little information vlog on what's new to Freeview on UK TV from Saturday the 18th to Friday the 24th of July. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button and push the notifications so you know these little vlogs are coming out. If you're outside of the UK, obviously just check whatever subscription service you've got. Obviously they must do we do a little special on British shows as well as old movies. Obviously might whet your appetite to go back and watch an old movie, but obviously those that specialise in British TV, obviously some of these new series you might be able to find them if anything whets your appetite. Right, on to the films. The first one we're going to talk about is on Saturday the 18th, and a great little film. I had this in the video shop, and it's about little toys coming to life and attacking each other. It's called Small Soldiers. It's on ITV at 1:50 p.m. on Saturday the 18th of July. Yeah, it's a great little film. I mean, pretty much underappreciated. It wasn't in my video shop, it was quite popular. We used to have some great posters as well, but I don't have any anymore. But Small Soldiers, a great little film, sort of live action and animation, superb, from 1998. So, you know, back in the old days, before we had all this Toy Story nonsense and things like that. On the Saturday evening, ITV 9 p.m, you got the new Blade Runner, which I was a bit apprehensive about when that was first released, but it wasn't bad, was it, with Ryan Gosling, Harrison Ford amongst others, Jared Leto of course. That's on ITV2 at 9 p.m, the new Blade Runner. That's always worth a watch, and I'm sure you may have seen that, but if you've missed it, please don't worry about it being a shadow of the original. It's quite a good interpretation, quite a good update. Sunday the 19th of July, you got Labyrinth, Mr. David Bowie and a very young Jennifer Connelly, a fantasy adventure. What a great film, a fantastic, anyway, you know, bit petered out a little bit towards the end, but a superb film. Channel 5, 2:25 p.m. in the afternoon. That's Labyrinth on the Sunday. And later on you got a wonderful action film, adventure film on the high seas with Russell Crowe, Master and Commander, a superb film about navy battles, etc. A British naval hero and much loved series of books is based on, isn't he? So that's Master and Commander. That's a great adventure film, one of the really good adventure films. Sunday on 19th as well, you've got The Others, which is one of the good scary ones. I quite like The Others when I first saw it back to 2001. It's on 5-star at 9 p.m. Sorry, Master and Commander's on Sony Movies at 6:15 p.m. I might have missed telling you that. Yeah, The Others is on 5-star at 9 p.m. Obviously a creepy old house, Nicole Kidman, some creepy children as well, and some creepy servants. So yeah, good little film. I enjoyed that, The Others. Monday the 20th, you got on Sony Classics at 3:40 p.m. A Man for All Seasons, about the great Thomas More. So some great stars in this. Robert Shaw's as King Henry VIII, and you got Orson Welles, Susanna York, and many others. 3:40 p.m. Sony Classics, A Man for All Seasons. If you like your period films, that's one of the classics from 1966. That was. On to Wednesday the 22nd, you got Fargo, which was my, you know, brilliant. I mean, the TV series is excellent, but I mean, the original film is still brilliant. The Coen Brothers film, this dark comic thriller, absolutely superb, with the wonderful Frances McDormand in it, absolutely superb. So that's on Wednesday the 22nd. Thursday the 23rd, well, I'll mention it, Braveheart. It's up there at the back. I'm not going to show you an image of it on screen because it's always up there in the background, isn't it? One of my favourite films. That's on Sony Movies at 9 p.m. Fargo's ITV4 at 11:45 p.m. I keep forgetting, don't I? My apologies. ITV4 11:45 p.m. is Fargo on the Wednesday the 22nd. Thursday the 23rd, you got Braveheart. I won't be watching it again this time. I'll leave it another year or two before I watch it again. I've only watched it about 100 times. Braveheart's on Sony Movies at 9 p.m. On to Friday. You got The Shining, the original Shining. I saw this at a picture house in Rusholme back in the late 70s, The Shining, when it first, well, it wasn't late 70s, it didn't come out till 1980, so it must have been 1980, early 80s, at a cinema called the Trocadero in Rusholme, Manchester, if you know it. Obviously, I think it used to be a restaurant last time I was there. I have no idea what it is now. I've not been in Rusholme for a long, long time. Yeah, the classic chiller with Jack Nicholson at the Overlook Hotel, superb, absolutely always worth a watch. There's been a couple of good TV series as well based on The Shining. So that's my pick of the little movies. On to the TV. There's not much in the way of dramas, unfortunately, this week again. So a bit weak on that. Right, but we've got on Saturday, Channel 5, 9:15 p.m. If you like the royal stuff, it's the Queen in her own words, and it's speeches and interviews across the reign of the Queen from her first public address at the age of 14. So if you're into royal stuff and you like the Queen stuff, that's Saturday. On Sunday, 10 p.m, well, from one Queen to like a king, isn't he? Or he thinks he's a king in his country. BBC 2, 10 p.m, Trump in tweets, a one-off documentary taking an in-depth look at US Donald Trump's use of social media. I think that was on BBC 3 originally. It's now that popular, it's gone on to BBC 2 at 10 p.m. So if you can suffer Trump, then that's there for you, for your interest. BBC 1, The Return of a Comedy. It's a great little comedy. This first appeared on BBC 3 again. They tend to put stuff on there, and if they're any good, they'll stick them on the main channels. On BBC 1, we've got a brand new series of Enterprise, first of 5. So our two heroes go out on a double date and all leads to chaos, which is bound to. Great little comedy that, so that's back for another series, Enterprise. BBC 2, 10 p.m. An unusual, I have no idea what this is about. A dance craze from 500 years ago, Strasbourg 1518. So a short dance film inspired by an involuntary mania that took hold of citizens in the city of Strasbourg 500 years ago. So if you do watch that, let me know what it is, because I won't be watching that, although it did pique me interest. I'm sure someone will like it. Tuesday, the 21st of July, we've got the real EastEnders. So this isn't the fake ones. This is actually based on a documentary looking at the life of some residents on the Isle of Dogs, about concentrating on small children, obviously looking at through the world through their eyes. And 12-year-old Leslie wants to be an electrician and a part-time rapper. Of course you do at 12. What else would you want to be apart from an electrician? A spark and a part-time rapper. I mean, what more could you ask? So that's the real EastEnders, 10 p.m. on Channel 4. On to Wednesday. Again, not my sort of thing. 8 p.m, Paul O'Grady for The Love of Dogs, What Happened Next. So this is a one of 3 where he's obviously going to go back and revisit some of the most memorable dogs he met from 8 years he spent at Battersea Dogs and Cats Home. Obviously, if he goes back 8 years, some of them might not be around anymore, mightn't they? Because, you know, might be getting on a bit, those poor little dogs, but I'm sure we won't. You know, I don't know. We might share some information. We might have to shed a tear. Well, it's not, but I won't be, because it's not my sort of thing. On to Thursday, 9 o'clock, BBC 1. Amanda Holden, Lenny Henry, Joe Brand, Alex Brooker, among the famous faces sharing their admiration for the healthcare staff in a little special Dear NHS Superstars. So if you want to pay tribute to the wonderful NHS, that's BBC 1, 9 p.m. BBC 2, if you want a bit of adult comedy, Mr. Frankie Boyle is your cup of tea. It's not everyone's cup of tea, is it? Excited for you to see and hate this, obviously taken from a performance in Glasgow. That's 10 p.m. on BBC 2. Busy day Thursday, also on Thursday, ITV 8 p.m, The Wonders of the Coast Path. Sean Fletcher explores the entire 870-mile footpath that follows the Welsh coast, starting in North Wales. So that's one of 6. So you've got 6 episodes, like those travel logs, sort of walking vlogs sort of thing. 9 o'clock, Madeleine McCann, The Hunt for the Prime Suspect. Yeah, the Germans believe they know who it is. So this is just a little hour-long documentary on the latest on the sad Madeleine McCann disappearance, obviously from many, many years ago now. Is it 13 years ago? And on Channel 5 on Thursday, and a little one I might record and watch, because I have happy memories of this of this to some extent. River Mersey, Then and Now. It's running 70 miles from Stockport to the Irish Sea, and it's a little look at that, the River Mersey. And yeah, only because at school we didn't have a lot of money. I didn't go on many school trips. I couldn't afford any special trips. So, but I did manage to get on a little trip down the Manchester Ship Canal. So we got a bus or a coach to Liverpool, and got on a little boat there and chugged all the way down to the Manchester Ship Canal to the Manchester, basically, to Salford, to the, what was it used to be called, a set of flats, like a shipping house there. I can't remember what it was called now, please forgive me, I've forgotten. But to Trafford Park, where it finished, now it's all been cut off even before it gets to Trafford Park, now with all the new Salford developments, oh dear me, Media City developments, which is all around the Trafford area. And finally on to Friday, a couple of things on Friday. The return of another series with Enterprise early on. You got the Young Offenders, so another 6-episode series of the Young Offenders. Looks at the arrival of Baby Star and Jock struggles with his parental skills, and I'm sure it'll go on for there. So if you're into Young Offenders, that's back on Friday the 24th of July. And to finish off, Friday the 24th of July, Miriam Margoyles, obviously seen in the retirement things, isn't she? The Marigold Hotel series, and obviously she's very more famous perhaps for the Harry Potter series. So obviously she has a look at her country of citizenship now. She got a citizenship of Australia 7 years ago, so I assume she's got dual citizenship now with the UK as well. And it's one of 3 where she goes on a trip starting in Bondi, Sydney. She meets up real estate agent who reveals a prosperous market. So it's a look at Australia through the eyes of Miriam Margoyles. Not everyone's cup of tea, but it's an unusual lady to say the least. And I quite like her. She's all right. Anyway, that's the week. If there's one thing that I said to you, if there's only one thing you can watch this week, and you said it to me, and there's only one thing you can record out on that, I would probably do A Man for All Seasons. I would probably record that this week. Shame there's no great dramas, but hey, there you go. Anyway, please check all my links on screen, and please, if you can have a look at moviegamenostalgia.com, my website for old rare DVDs, movie posters and board games. Fantastic, thumbs up to you. And even if you only have a look around the site, it helps my little footfall as well. So please, if you're not really into Twitter as well, you can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Facebook, and I'll follow back. And just type in Bernard Deneen on Facebook. And although I do Twitter more, I do put stuff on Facebook as well, if you prefer that to Twitter. Anyway, that's that. Hopefully you can join me again very, very soon for another little movie review or TV drama review or information vlog. Whatever you're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your family. And as I said, hopefully I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bird is saying goodbye for now. Bye bye.